Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2015 with the Rude Man. We're back on the Great Smoky Mountain map, and I've done a few things different after we left that last harvest. We finished this one field, and I made a decision. If you look up in the right-hand corner, I had $247,000. I'm down to 75. What I did was I sold the other combine, and I sold the corn header that I bought, and I bought this Lexion cat, and also bought the corn header for it and the wheat header over there. And I think my thinking was that if I'm going to do a lot of manual work on this farm, I can't do 4 meters. I just can't. That one does 18 meters. And if I did that small combine, a 4 meter, it would take me 4 episodes to do one field. That's not going to be practical. So I went ahead and did that. It's cheap enough. And before I bought it, I actually went on my test world, bought it, and drove it here, and it worked just fine. It went through that bridge without any trouble. It takes up both sides of the road. But then in real life, when you're out on a country road and they're moving farm equipment, they're taking up most of both lanes. So, you know, that's pretty realistic. That's how you move farm equipment around. The other thing I did for $100 is I bought my grasshopper. You guys all know how much I like the grasshopper. And for $100, I needed to have some grass mowed. And what I did was I set up, we own this field. This is 18. I set this up. The problem I was having with trying to set the grasshopper up to mow it's just too squirrely to actually do the route. So what I did was I got in the grasshopper and I put in the components to make a course, and the grasshopper does a swath of 7.8 meters. So I went and just took a regular tractor, regular tractor down there, and I got on this field, and I told the field that the width was 7.8, and I ran the course and saved it. I also that tractor moves much slower than the grasshopper, so the course is set up with the speed of that tractor, not the speed of the grasshopper. So the grasshopper doesn't swirl around, and, you know, it makes nice corners and works just fine. I've already done one load. It did half the field. So let's go ahead and start it up again. Oh, shoot. Not done at all. I keep forgetting to do that. I need to turn the grass pickup on. Shoot. I'm going to have to... I don't have anything to pick this grass up without using the grasshopper itself. I got to remember to do that. There's a great big patch down at the first of the field. Well, you can see it goes almost the whole length of the field, where I started it mowing and didn't realize what was happening. I do not have a 4-H wagon, so I can't pick it up. It's just going to have to sit there until I get a 4-H wagon. But anyway, as you see, it turns nice and smooth. It's working just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and have some grass. I can get some sheep, that kind of thing. And let's check on what we have here. The next big purchase I'm going to make is a seeder. This is going to be awful. Getting back to the combine, the other reason why I decided to go ahead and get the big combine is there's a lot of fields that have fruit on them that I don't own, and I want to take advantage of harvesting that. And I didn't want it to take 2 years to, you know, finish harvesting these fields. So anyway, that's the decision I made, and that's what I'm going to do. So there you go. All right, let's get this thing lined up and unfold the implement. Alright, I can do that. And here we go. Wow, I almost can't see the edge of it. This is going to be hard because I can't see how wide the thing is. That was the other thing. If I decide to make a headland with this rig, at least I can do it in like 1 or 2 swaths around instead of making 3 or 4. I did realize also that there are some fences that do not have collision on them. One by the farm itself, I accidentally drove through with the with the grasshopper. Oh, these trees or something else. Oh man, grasshopper is done with its work. All right. Yeah, this field's going to have to all be manual because, you know, that I can't drive through those power lines. Wow, that's weird. Is that the shadow? That must be the shadow from the power lines. Oh, there's another big field of grass. We're going to have lots of grass. The graphics on this thing, look, that's pretty cool. See those stalks of corn getting chopped up? That's cool. I like it. So I'm trying to come up with a solution for the heat in my office. Running these 3 computers and monitors and stuff. If I have to close the door to record, and if I have to close the windows, there was a video the other day that I did, and I was editing, and right in the middle of the video, this truck, there's a guy down the street that owns a pickup truck, and that thing needs a muffler, and I'm sure he thinks it's cool. He's a young kid. And, you know, the truck goes by and it goes, blah, 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 and the windows of the house rattle when it goes by. And he drives by, you know, 4 and 5 times a day. So I'm right in the middle of editing this video, and through the speakers, I've recorded, blah, 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 blah. Well, I had to leave it in the video. It was in a spot that I couldn't edit out because I probably was saying something very profound. And I didn't want to cut myself out, you know. But anyway, so I'm trying to come up with a solution. Now, you've heard me say many, many times, where I live, it doesn't get hot enough for people to put air conditioning in their homes. Very few people I know have air conditioning in their homes. So there's only a few weeks out of the year that we get up into the 80s. Most of the time, the hottest it ever gets is 65 to 70. So consequently, nobody has air conditioning. But I noticed that Costco has one of these portable air conditioners on sale, $50 off. And it's a heat pump, air conditioner with it dehumidifies, all that kind of stuff. I understand that the portable air conditioners are pretty loud, so I'd have to contend with that. But a couple of things. One, it's a constant sound. It's not like a car driving by where there's no sound. and then all of a sudden it gets really, really loud and then dies out again. It's a constant sound. So I think that while I'm recording, I can turn it down to the lowest level, the fan, and it should be okay. And if it's not, I can go ahead and turn it off for the time that I record, if I get the room cool enough to begin with. It's a small bedroom that I use as my office, so this thing shouldn't have any trouble cooling it down. But my problem is, this house has windows that have cranks on them, and the windows are they crank out. They don't lift up. They don't slide sideways. When you crank them, they pivot outwards. So you have to have, for these portable air conditioners, you have to have a venting system. It's kind of like your home dryer, your clothes dryer, where you have the vent that goes out of the house. It's like that. You have to vent this thing out. And most people have the modern windows that, you know, it's not that my windows aren't modern. I have a very, well, it's an all wood house, and the windows are all wood, and they're very expensive. But normally you have a window that you could just draw it up, throw this vent thing in, and vent it out. Well, I can't do that, so I got to figure out a way to vent the thing. Why can't I harvest that? Oh, there it goes. So that's kind of a problem. I'm thinking of making a piece of thin, I don't know, plywood, very, very thin plywood, and cutting it the size of the window, and then cutting a hole in it so that I can put the vent through it. That might work. There is a screen on the window. I can take the screen out and use it for a template for the size that I need. And if it's thin enough, I can even use the clips that the screen clips in with to actually mount it in the window. And if that doesn't work, I can use a piece of cardboard. But I'm thinking about that because even today, it's only 62 degrees outside, and it's already like 95 degrees in this room because these computers put off so much heat. But we'll see. All right, I'm gonna take a break here and go check out the grasshopper. He's just sitting here running. Yeah, see, I lost a whole line of grass here. I've got no way to pick it up. But it worked pretty good. Whoa, jeez. Let's see. So we got 157,000 units of grass out of that one field. That was one load right there that you're looking at. That's one load. 100,000 units, whatever their units are, grass is. Okay. And I also need to buy my other piece of equipment that I use. Oh, see, here's that fence I was telling you about. I just accidentally drove right through it and realized there's no collision on it. That's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know if it goes all the way around, if this does, but... Yep. Oh, that doesn't. That does. Cool. Alright, so let's see. We need to get back to our field. Let me go up and see what this field up here looks like. That's a nice old farmhouse on the hill. Whoops. Collision on that one. Oh my God, I drove right through that fence. Oh, and that one too. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, is it all the way around? But oh, geez, that's dangerous. All right, so that fence. What about this one? Oh shoot, not that one. So I'd have to go this way. Oh, and it curves and stuff. So this is a good size grass field. Let's check this fence out. And it's not square in any way, is it? Oh, gee whiz, no. See, that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to try to make it square. What I can do is actually cut it into pieces. I can do like a square this way and across like this. Just kind of do a square. Maybe not get this corner up here. Just kind of do a square like this. Just leave that. I can leave that corner. There's not that much grass there. And then I can, from there, then start maybe up here and do another square. And oh man, this is weird. Wow, this is kind of weird. This field is really strange. I may have to make more than one square, but that's an issue for another time. I've got enough grass to get me by now. I don't have anything to do with it yet, so. All right, let's get back to the combine. So, yeah, as you can see, by the time I get a couple of headlands done, I'm almost done with the field, so I might as well just keep working it. And this is not my, this is my field. I own this field, okay. Which leads me to the other thing. I need to buy a bigger seeder, because that seeder, he's been working for 2 episodes and he's still not finished. Oh look, I can drive through this fence. That's good news. I can't go through the power line, but I can drive through the fence. That's cool, I like that. That makes me a happy farmer. And as soon as I'm finished with this field, that's going to lead us into borrowing a cup of grain from the neighbor's fields. Seems like mowing the lawn. Really dry lawn. Yeah, at one point I was thinking of going in with Giant Editor and making the telephone poles, taking the collision off. I really have mixed feelings about, you know, messing about with somebody else's mod. I do know, and I do feel that once I've downloaded the mod, as long as I'm not given, you know, other people a mod that I have you know, made changes to. In other words, Nebraska, I made a lot of changes to Nebraska because it was not functional for the purposes that I needed, and I made changes to make it functional. I wouldn't consider sending a copy of what I had done to other people to play. It's not my mod. I don't have the right to do that. But I do feel I have the right to make a change on my own computer and enjoy a game that I've paid for. And as long as I make the change to the mod and I'm the only one using it, I don't see a problem with it. That being said, I hate to take something that somebody's put, you know, time and effort and love, if you will, into, and immediately just go out and start making changes willy-nilly. I just don't feel right about that. And in this case, if I wanted to make the game, you know, the farm easier to play, why am I playing this farm? If I'm going to bitch about the fact that the roads are so narrow, the fields are funny shaped, there's too many hills, there's trees and power lines in the way. That's how it is in real life. The fields are not completely square or rectangular and flat. They're just not. This is how you're going to find farmland, because people are going to farm on whatever land is available so that they can eat. So, you know, so if I'm not happy with this map, then I shouldn't be playing it. So that being said, I decided that you know, the worst thing I'm going to do on this map is to buy a bigger piece of equipment right off the bat and use my lawnmower up there that isn't very realistic. You know, those kind of things. That's a personal choice. I decided I'm going to play the map as it is. There are very few things so far that I've seen that there's an issue with. So I'm playing it the way it is. Alright, let's get this guy. Where's the next field? Oh, man. These things don't turn on a dime, do they? I know there's a cornfield up that way, but I think there's one over here too. It looks like my cedar's getting close to the end. All right, let's take a look at this map here, or this field here, and see what we can see. Does it look fairly square? We got this tree here that you can't run through. All right. Okay, so where's the grasshopper? Can we get out this way? Yeah, there is a... Excuse me. All right, so this one looks pretty square. It's a little hilly, but that's okay. Well, I guess it isn't square, is it? Oh, and it's not as deep as I thought. All right, this'll work. This'll work. Here's a grass field we can mow too. Let me shut this thing down. All right. I think if I make at least one, maybe two passes around this thing, then I can hire a worker. No, I can't. I can't hire a worker. This is not my field. I don't own it. Yeah, I'm going to be anal. I could actually do this a different way. I could actually do a course play on this and set it to do headers And with course play, it will turn just like this and miss those trees. It would have started to turn quicker than I did, and it would miss those trees. But I just don't want to do it. I don't want to take the time and do it. We'll just do this. Is that planted? Oh my God, that field is planted. What is that? Is that potatoes? I love the textures in this map. That field is planted with potatoes, I believe. We're gonna have to save up for a potato harvester, that's for sure. And I don't even know if I'm gonna mess with sugar beets. Might do potatoes because I can feed potatoes to the animals. I think if there's, I haven't checked, but I think there might be feed animals on this map. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, what I normally do is I'll go to a mod page. I don't read much about the mod. I'll just start grabbing maps and put them in my game and start them up, take a look at them. And if I like the looks of it, I'll do I'll play it for a while, maybe, an hour or so. And that's how I kind of decide whether I'm going to play a map or not. There's some of them that you can start and within 5 minutes, oh my God, this is a piece of junk. I'm not playing this map. And then, and that was the case as far as this one goes. I put it into my game, I started it up, it seemed like a pretty nice map. So I decided I was going to play it, but I haven't driven around the map. I don't know where anything's at. I don't know where the sell points are. I haven't read anything about the map. I don't know if it has feed animals. I just don't know. I just figured I'd deal with that when it came time. What do they call that? A blind let's play? A blind playthrough? I don't know. I kind of wonder. There are times where, I'll do a playthrough where I don't know everything. You guys know that. You've watched enough of my videos. I'm no expert. I play one, on YouTube, but I'm no expert. And I just like playing games, and I'm having fun. And if people want to watch me, that's great. But I think a lot of times you'll see these guys on YouTube. They'll take a game that they've been playing for 5 years and know inside and out. And they'll start playing, and everything is polished and perfect. There's no mistakes made, And I guess that's enjoyable to play or to watch. I do certainly watch a number of YouTubers that's the case. They're basically an expert on the game. They've played it for thousands of hours. And they know everything about it. And as they're playing the game, you assume that they're seeing everything for the first time, just like you are if you have not played that game. And that's not the case with some of these guys. They're role-playing. They know exactly where to go to finish a quest, what they have to do when they get there, all of those kind of things, because they're playing the game, and it's not that they're not enjoying their playthrough. They probably are, or they wouldn't be doing it. Very few people play a game they're not having fun at. And if they're playing a game that they're not having fun at, you're gonna know it. So they're playing a game that they really thoroughly love and enjoy, But it's not a blind playthrough. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly what they have to do. And you know, and they're role playing that they don't. They'll walk up to a building and say, "Ooh, this is kind of a scary building. I don't know if I want to go in here." You know, and if they're role playing and they have companions with them, they'll say, "Hey, you guys might want to stay out here because we don't know what we're going to find in there." They know perfectly well they've been in that building 100 times and they know what's going to happen. But they're role playing that this is their first time through. And this is not by any way, shape, or form a criticism. I would do the same thing. But because, you know, it's for entertainment purposes. But what I'm saying is that I don't always do that. It's just like this map. If you ask me where the sell points are, I don't know. I barely looked at the map at all. But we're going to find out, because when it comes time for me to sell this corn, I want to get it the best price, and we're going to have to find out where we need to go. And we'll find out together. And maybe we won't. Maybe you guys have already played this map. I know that there's been plenty of people that have played this map already. I think that I can probably go ahead. Oh, I can't. I keep forgetting. I don't own this. I do not own the field. Yep. We already went through that, didn't we? Let's go check on the cedar. Yeah, 20% seed, so... Oh, this farm did not come with a fertilizer spreader. Oh, I hope I have enough money left. I may have to start selling something here. Alright, I think I'm going to do some barley this time. Is that barley? Yeah, that's barley. Yeah, let's do some barley. Let's see how far this guy can go. Oh, this guy might not be a cultivator. This might not work. Yeah, it's gonna work. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, we gotta do it. Oh. I need to get a bigger cedar. How much are they? How much are they? And I don't know. God, do I want to get my monster cedar? Do I want to get my standby monster cedar? I do have others. Let's see. I got this one. It's 9 meters. Okay, I got this one is 3 meters. That one is 6 meters. This one is 3 meters. That one's 18. This one is 3 meters. That one is 9 meters. So this one is half the size of that one. But I don't know. With a sowing machine, you can sow fields. I can't read that. I don't know if this one seeds, and well, it doesn't matter. I can't afford it. And this one is 80. That one's 85. Okay. All right. Can't do anything right now. We definitely need a fertilizer spreader, though. So, spray rig, 48,000. We do have enough for that. Let's go ahead and buy it. And we're going to have to make do with what we have until we can sell some product. Let's get in this guy. Go get our cultivator. I'm going to come in this side because I need to get that weight. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it. Alright, and then let's hook up to this cultivator if I can get to it. Wow, that's a tight squeeze. Alright, we got it. Now getting out with it, that's another story. Wow, that thing's heavy even with that weight on the front. But I don't know how heavy that weight is. It might be the little one. We'll have to definitely get some new weights too, because we can get those kind that are adjustable. Alright, well, there he goes. That's one thing about it. You don't have to empty this machine too often, do you? I've only got 25% full. How much do we have? How much do we get from that wheat harvest? Or no, what was it? It was soybeans. Wow, we only got 31, and we probably had 17 to start with. All right, Cherokee Mill, 1017, Farm Shop, 1054, not the freight yard. Oh my God, Hanson's, 1635. All right, we want to go to Hanson's. See if we can find out where Hanson's is. Where is Hanson's? There's Cherokee Mill. Cherokee Mill is west of where we are. Do you see Hanson? There's the Tractor Supply. There's the freight yard. Hanson's way up north by the other. It's by the other farm. Did the other farm have a silo? I can't remember. Let's grab Smoky Joe here and run up to the other farm and see if there were silos. A lot of times when you have more than one farm and they have silos, they share whatever is on one farm is actually on both farms. Whoa, this is dangerous. I need a helmet. I still haven't got a helmet. Oh, this is cool. Oh, is this a lumber yard? What is this place? Is it? Oh, this is the farm shop, isn't it? Isn't this what the farm shop looks like? Yeah, this is the farm shop. All right, so we can sell eggs here. So we know where the farm shop is. It's way up north. And then, let's see, where's our other farm? Where was the other farm? I'm lost. It's, it's way this way. Another bridge. Wow, look at that narrow bridge. Birds that chirping. Okay, I think, did I go too far? Did I go too far? Did I? No. I think our farm is down here. Yeah, there's the farm. Alright, so how do we get into it? Right here? Whoa. Oh no, I'm stuck on a fence. I powered my way out. Thank God for balloon tires. Yeah, don't see any silos. Alright, well Hanson's was close by, so let's see where Hanson is. Oh wow, that fence. No collision. Alright. I love it. This must be Hanson's right here then. Funny they don't have a sign. Oh, yes they do. The Old Feed Mill. That sounds like a restaurant. Grab the feed bag. Oh shoot. I can drive through that one, are we? So it looks like the barbed wire fences are the ones that that you can drive through, so can't go through the wood fences. Keep that in mind. I was dinking around offline, and I can't remember where I was. I think I was right here. And I came around and I was dinking around, and I went to check on this field. And rather than go through that bridge there, I just went through this field. I didn't realize you can't see it. There's a river here. I didn't see it. I drove right over it. Oh, it was funny. I guess you had to be there. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I thought it would have been funnier if I'd have went in it. All right, we'll park this guy right there just because we can. And we're going to sell some, get our one and only trailer here. Now this is weird. This is our silo right here. This is it. So let's see. We're going to have to drive over our grass field. That's just the way it is. And let's see if we can get to Hanson's. But that's going to have to wait because we got 30 seconds to swoosh time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode here. When we come back, we'll start to sell something because I've got $26,000 and a goat whistle, and we're gonna sell some product and buy some stuff. So it's just stuff we've got to have. We just got to have it. So I'll see you in the next episode. I hope you had fun, and happy farming to you.